Did you ever take into account what benefits former US presidents might be entitled to? Perhaps we all want to know what those benefits are. In general, they can get a pension, buy some of the most expensive homes, and go on the best vacations. There is no provision in the Constitution for former presidents to receive benefits. But why? Don't worry, because in this video, we'll look at how former presidents make and spend their millions. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Life of Luxury. Savor the flavor of exploring wealth, where we post videos about life and luxury. Join us on an exciting video as we explore the wonderful lives of the elite. We are absolutely thrilled to share our knowledge with you. If you are new here, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that we can continue to post videos on this channel. And don't forget to leave a comment and we'll make sure to engage and start some interesting discussions with you. Without further ado, let's take a look at how these 5 former US presidents make and spend their millions. Let us begin with Bill Clinton, the 42nd president of the United States from 1993 to 2001. He was able to pay $1.7 million for a house in Chappaqua, New York. This house has 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and is 3 stories tall. In 1889, it was constructed in the style of an old farmhouse. They made numerous renovations and improvements to the house on the Old House Lane over the years. They began purchasing surrounding land and constructed the Clinton compound, which includes a 3-bedroom home on 1.5 acres of land next door. Clinton also purchased a home on Embassy Row in Washington, D.C. This Georgian-style townhouse was built in 1951, and the smooth talker paid $2.85 million for it. It has 7 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, and it was mostly used by his wife Hillary. The walls are adorned with artwork. The floors are covered in antique rugs, and sculptures are strategically placed throughout. When President Clinton travels the world giving speeches and meeting with fellow former politicians, he charters private planes, ranging from $20,000 to $40,000. He frequently works with executive flightways, which provides clients with a wide range of private jets, some of which cost $7,500. But the Clinton team has been known to favor the large and lavish Gulfstream 450. That isn't the only advantage he has, because Clinton has also been spotted in Quebec, where he stayed at the opulent 35-acre Manoir Hove Resort, which costs $600 per night for a single room, not including food and entertainment. It was reported that Clinton and his family stayed there for a week, which cost them at least $10,000, which is a drop in the bucket for them. He also frequently visits Dominican Republic resorts with nightly rates beginning at $500. Clinton also enjoys luxury watches by Panerai, Jaeger-LeCoultre, and more. 2 of his most expensive watches are from the German watchmaker 𝐈𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐦. The first of which is a platinum Grand Logomatic Gunk Reserve, which is limited to only 100 pieces and costs around $30,000. He's also been seen wearing a $65,000 Richard Lange Pour Le Mérite. Following that is Barack Obama, the 44th President of the United States from 2009 to 2017. After leaving the White House in 2017, Barack Obama and his wife Michelle purchased an $8.1 million home in Washington, D.C.'s exclusive Colorama neighborhood. It's an 8,500 square foot Tudor-style mansion with 9 bedrooms, large enough to accommodate their political guests, celebrity friends, and their 2 daughters. This house has white wooden floors throughout, and plenty of lambskin and leather armchairs for Obama to contemplate his post-presidential life. Then, there's the $11.75 million home on 30 acres in Martha's Vineyard. The home in Massachusetts is slightly less than 7,000 square feet and has stunning views of the Atlantic Ocean. It has 7 bedrooms and 8.5 bathrooms, as well as numerous stone fireplaces for cozy fireside conversations. There are also 2 guest wings, so guests can feel like they're in a private hotel, not to mention the humble 2-car garage, pool, and detached barn. He also traveled during his free time. In 2017, he flew to Milan on a private jet and spent 2 nights at a 5-star Hyatt hotel for a reported $10,000 per night, accompanied by a 14-car convoy. He spends the night in a $20,000 per night hilltop villa in Tuscany. He has chartered a Bombardier jet from Swiss company VistaJet, and he's even boarded Richard Branson's Falcon 50EX. They also take their annual family vacation to Hawaii, where they stay at the Hale Rena Estate, which rents for $5,000 to $10,000 per night. Now, these vacations can get very expensive after private airfare, lodging, entertainment, special requests, and so on. It is also estimated that during Obama's presidency, the amount of precaution taken when transporting the president cost the government $3.5 million. Also, when he was president, Obama wore a simple York Grey watch and later upgraded to a white gold Rolex Cellini, which cost him around $15,000. If you were able to witness Obama's rule, don't forget to hit the like button on this video. Next, Donald Trump. He was the 45th president of the United States from 2017 to 2021. President Donald Trump owns property worth more than $122 million. Trump Tower, which bears his name, is his primary residence. Naturally, he owns the $54 million penthouse, which spans over 10,000 square feet and is said to house the famous gold toilet. It's on 5th Avenue in New York and has some spectacular views of Central Park. He also visits his home in Bedford, New York, which has a 39,000 square foot mansion, 60 rooms, 12 bathrooms, 2 servant wings, a marble pool, and a bowling alley. He also has homes in Florida, including multiple properties in Palm Beach worth a total of $25 million. Mar-a-Lago is also on the list of his properties. Now, this house is insanely luxurious. There are gold-plated sinks, antique furniture, and even a ballroom measuring 20,000 square feet. When he built this ballroom for his wedding to Melania in 2005, it cost him $7 million. He also has a golf course and a private helipad to avoid the beach traffic in the area. Now, Trump will have to settle for his private Boeing 757 with his name emblazoned on the sides, now that he is no longer flying around in Air Force One. His plane, however, could only carry 43 passengers. There is a silk-lined master bedroom with a big screen entertainment system, as well as a master bathroom with 24-karat gold fixtures and seatbelts. So how much did the former president pay for this specially outfitted Boeing? A whopping $100 million. Trump, like the other former president, wears high-end watches. He usually wears a gold Patek Philippe Golden Ellipse and a Rolex Day-Date, both of which cost around $16,000 and $38,000 respectively. George W. Bush followed as the 43rd President of the United States, serving from 2001 to 2009. After leaving office, the former president returned to his Texas ranch and retired. While the house itself is more modest, it is situated on 1,600 acres of private land. The one-story limestone house has 3 bedrooms. They have planted native red cypress and blue bonnets to enjoy on their expansive outdoor terrace. The interior of the mansion has a more rustic feel to it, with lacquered hardwood floors, well-kept antiques, and many of the walls adorned with the former president's own artwork. Unlike some of the other presidents on our list, this is his only residence. The man is in his 70s and has most likely moved on from the high-profile party scene. And this charming little hideaway only cost him $1.3 million. He prefers to fly in a private jet now that he is retired from the presidency. He's been spotted flying through the skies in the prestigious Gulfstream 4, which costs around $2.8 million if it's a used one, and is more than twice the price of the Texas ranch. If Bush were to buy new, the cost would rise to $26 million. The last former president on the list is Jimmy Carter, the president from 1977 to 1981. He is now 96 years old and leads a modest life despite having held the country's highest office. The oldest living former president continues to live in the ranch house he built with his own hands in Plains, Georgia, in 1961. And while it is likely worth much less than it was 60 years ago, the ranch today is only worth $167,000, and believe it or not, President Carter spends his weekends with friends and neighbors eating from paper plates, drinking cheap wine, and enjoying homemade yogurt with his wife Rosalind. Even his clothes are still purchased at the local dollar store. His preferred watch brand is Timex. Despite his frugal lifestyle, President Carter receives a yearly pension worth nearly twice the value of his home. He still receives royalties from all 33 books he has published over the last 40 years. If you're flying commercial out of Georgia, you might see President Carter rubbing shoulders with the rest of us with a smile on his face. And he's even been recorded shaking the hands of every single passenger on a full flight. The former president has more money than most, but he still enjoys the simple things in life, and despite his decision to live below his means, he is a living example of how happiness can take many forms. Now, what are your thoughts on former US presidents' wealth after learning all of this information? Let us know in the comments section. That's it for now. If you enjoyed the video and found it useful, remember to subscribe to The Life of Luxury for more videos to help you explore the wonderful lives of the elite. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you won't miss out on any of our uploads. See you in our next video!